Hey Luke, hope your day is busy and successful. This is Sergio with Kansas City Business Operations. In this screencast, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business with LDK Lawn Services. Now, the first question with business owners is usually along the lines of why you should do this, right? Well, here's why. Oftentimes, in the world of the internet, most local owners are too busy running their business on how the internet can benefit them and their company. Plain and simple. But sometimes, the only hesitation that they have with hiring someone is that they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. So I have found that giving people an easy attack plan of things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in those local owners still coming back saying, I like you, Sergio, and can you please do this for me? So if by the end of the video you like what you hear, and you see the skills that will help your business grow and land more customers, you can shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if you simply want to take this free attack plan and try it out yourself, that works for me too. Now before you try to do it yourself, let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your local competition. And of course, after watching the remainder of the video I'm about to show you, I would appreciate some feedback and or a Google review if you find the topics I cover important or even valuable to you. So, the first thing I have to go over with you is your content. Now, in order for your business to be fully optimized to Google, your landing page, aka homepage, needs at least 1,500 words filled with keywords. And I did some research and I found your site has about 659 words currently, which is totally fine. But in comparison to one of your competitor, they have about 485 words currently. Now these words are filled with keyword-rich content. And this shows how rich keyword content is such a powerhouse of authority for Google. And this is still very beatable. But every month people are searching for these certain keywords a number of times, which you miss out on not being number 1, and potentially losing out on customers and or clients. So I'm pulling up this tool called Eris, and it's a tool that shows what your site is actually dense with. So I'm going to show you your keywords and go more in depth on them. So the first part is your keyword right. You want to choose the right keywords that you want to rank for. So of course the near me ones are always good. They have lots of volume, but those are not really buyer intent keywords. The ones that really want your service are the ones that search a particular area. So lawn care, Overland Park, Kansas, right? That's a niche, that's a city, or even like a service. So custom drainage systems, Kansas City, right? Those are the keywords that you should be going after if they have a low enough KD. So going into KD, right? KD is on a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being the hardest, 0 being the easiest to rank on. So you can see your first keyword is LDK Lawn Services. You're in the first position, so it's bringing in a decent amount of traffic because people are searching for you, right? Now, let's say leaf removal near me. It's bringing in 15 traffic because you're in the 15th position. So if that was in the first position, you'd be bringing in close to at least 1,000 traffic, right? Well, let's go into traffic again. Traffic really derives on the position that you're in, if you haven't got that by now. The traffic you obtain works like if you're in the first position, you get the most, second most, third most, right? So on and so on. But now that you know a little bit about what goes in the keyword and how you are ranking with keywords, let's go to your competitor. We'll be doing Heritage Lawn KC because I searched them and they're on the front page ranking for the keywords I typed in that you'll see in a second. But they have almost 11,000 keywords that they are ranking for. You can see the first at least 100, maybe even more than that, they're ranking number 1 for. So they're doing pretty well. But they're using questions. Now this is later on, if you want to continue service, you can start searching for these questions or ranking for these questions that people will be looking on Google. But for now, we want to go for those easier keywords so you can bring in the keyword people that search up sprinkler system Kansas City, right? So let's go over this one. He's bringing 60 people are searching this keyword. It's 11 to rank on a scale of 0 to 100. He's bringing in 22 people out of this one keyword, which because he's in the first position. Now, if you were to say sprinkler blowouts, he's ranking number 29, or he's ranking number 29, or third. He's getting 29 customers. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Now, it's only a KD of 2, so it can't be that hard to rank. But if he was in the first position, he'd be getting close to a third of this 400 just from this one keyword. I hope you know where I'm getting with this, right? Well, now that you know a little bit about what goes in keyword and how important it is for your content to have these certain keywords in it, let's go on to the next optimization section. And this is the second most important thing I like to talk about. We call this the Google Map Pack or Maps. You've probably heard of it. Well, see, I did a search for Kansas City Lawn Services, right? 140 volume each month. Now each tab is a business. Inside the tab there's a business name, an address, and a phone number. Now these are called maps. We're probably asking, hey, how do I make a maps? Well, of course, you gotta get your 5-star reviews up. This guy has 234 almost 5-star reviews, and that's mostly why he's probably ranking in the first page of Google. Now the backhand side that people usually don't realize or pay attention to until they get further in are your citations. What are citations? Well, citations are your naps submitted word for word into directories such as Facebook, Bing, Instagram, Yelp, bb.org, so on and so on, right? All these. Not all of which you have 33, right? Not all of which are going to be listed down here because some of those are non-credible. And in this tool I like to use called WhiteSpark, and inside tools is local citation finder, you can see how many links are coming from each one of these citation sources. So for example, you have Indeed, you have 4 of them coming from there, and Facebook, you have 4 of them coming from there, which is pretty good. They both have high DAs. Now DAs are domain authority. This is how important these citations will be. Now the last thing I like to go over with you is the third thing, and we call this the link juice. This is another important aspect. And if we do a search for Kansas City Lawn Kansas City Lawn Services, and go back to its organic listings, you'll just see ads pop up at the very top, right? Right. Well, you have the Google Map Pack right below it, and this is where your organic listing starts. So you have LawnStarter.com. It's a really big organization. That's why they have such high numbers. So I went to the second most, and this is Heritage Lawns, Kansas City. Next in line is Lawn Love, KC Lawn Services, Benjamin Lawn, Ryan Lawn. All you gotta do is beat out the probably Your Green Pal or Ryan's Lawn Services. You'll be on that front page of Google. But to get here, you need to beat out the competition in every aspect. So this link juice simply works at this. Site A is pointing to Site B, right? So Site A is acting at link juice, which gives Site B more authority in Google's eyes. So kind of like a popularity contest, right? Well, there is a little more to it than just that. The link juice you obtain works a lot more effective when you have relative sites linking back to you. So not no pizza or mechanics, right? So for example, if Your Green Pal is linking back to you, it'd be a lot more effective than like a pizza linking back to you. Well, next I'll pull up your backlinks. I'm using this tool called Ahrefs. And in this tool, I pay about $100 a month and scrape to check out any link juice or any backlinks or keywords that any sites may have to offer. But these are your backlinks, right? This is a little bit. You have a decent amount. But you can see where they're coming from and where they're going to, and what anchor text you are using for that backlink. So the cool thing about this, right, you can see every single one. So let's go over your competitor real quick. Go to his backlinks real quick. And he has a pretty decent amount, right? Well, like I said, see where they're coming from, where they're going to, what the DR and UR are. And if you have a question about that, you can totally ask me afterwards. But you can see every single one they have, right? You only want to go for relative sites, of course, but you can take every single one and make them your own. And that's probably the most easy, most efficient way you can do this by yourself. So 3 things I went over today: content, citations, and link juice. For your content, you want at least 1,500 words to start your homepage so you can start getting those links and won't be dense with keywords, right? The more words, the better. The more keywords, you're getting close to that dense amount of keywords that Google starts knocking points off. For your citations, you want at least 200 or 300 of these so you can start beating out your competition by a landslide. You already have 33, so you don't have that many to go. And for your link juice, you need more relevant sites pointing you guys to show Google your authority. So if that means taking all these relative sites that are like landscaping, lawn care, just sprinklers, that's what you gotta do. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google. So I bet you're wondering what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provide today and do something around. I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself time, you can give me a call at 816-654-5822. And once again, I would love some feedback or even a review on Google if you find any of this information valuable to you. My number is 816-654-5822. My name is Sergio. I look forward to hearing from you. You have a good one.